Hello again, Bentley fans. So I'm slowly filling out my Kyosho collection of these Bentleys, and today we're going to take a look at a certain car that might be on the cover of this box. So let's take a look here. That's what we're getting. This collection came out in 2015, and let me focus. If you want to pause, there are the other cars in the collection. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't see a price on this. It would have been nice to know when these are, well, not when, how much they sold for originally. Oh, there's a card in here. Ooh. So there is no colorways choices. It's just this number 7. If I had to guess, maybe that's 600 horsepower. It's a GT3 class. I'm not sure what the 1.3 would be. Anyways, I have some videos on the Continental GT3, but other ones. So I'm not gonna actually talk about this car much. We're gonna just compare it to the MiniGT, and it's in that video they actually talked about this vehicle. So I'm curious, who did the better job, Kyosho or MiniGT. So I gotta find a screwdriver. Screws on there pretty tight. Okay, sorry about that. So this is literally the exact delivery. So I'll focus on the car. I mean, it looks pretty good. Comparing the two. Anyways, you can pause it and compare it more as needed. Let's see here. Focus on the car. Okay. Well, so initial impressions are it's a pretty good looking model. Let's get the better light angle here. Okay, so I don't know what the significance of the 7 is. I didn't bother researching that. These wheels, they're pretty nice. They don't want to move at all. This is not going to roll. No, not going to roll. But the wheels do look accurate to the photographs there. The center knockoff there, the thin spokes, air passing between those spokes. Look, that's the first. I never got a pick behind a spoke. But Kyosho blisters don't have brake systems, but I'm pretty sure this thing probably costs like $10 or less, so can't expect that. A little exhaust here, painted silver, and then the sponsorship printing here is nicely done. They're not decals, they're tampo prints, so they should stay good for a long time. The door handle does stick out, and still got some black paint on it, so that's good. The mirrors are a separate piece, but look at this. I don't know. There's something weird about that. I don't know if it broke off or... Is it part of the casting? This possibly might be part of the casting, which would be pretty miraculous because the stock of the mirrors is so thin. But looking at the mirror on this side, I don't really see a break. I don't see like an air gap. Like, I kind of thought this would be a piece of black plastic put into a hole or something, but I don't think it is. I think it's literally part of the diecast. So that's a technical achievement right there. I mean, those are some really thin mirrors to be casting. So if that is the case, I'm very impressed. Okay, so a little black paint here on this vent. This stripe is nicely done. Terminates here to the tail light, and then the tail lights are nice. They're thick plastic. They have the ovals printed on them. There seems to be a little sinkhole though here from the cooling process. Yeah, that's too bad. This one doesn't have it. Okay. But yeah, the printing again. We got the Bentley logo. It's a little hard to see silver on a metallic white, but it's got the wings. Okay, you can read that. That's legible. Legible Breitling. Alright. Okay, so all looks good. Some depressions here. Not sure what those are. Oh, I see. I think those are like quick release things to remove the trunk. Okay, so the wing looks pretty good. Pretty thin struts for molded plastic. Seems to be a vent right there. Nothing on the bottom, except for the curvature of the wing, maybe? Let's see. I think it does actually curve. It's not a flat surface. And then this is concave, so that is very realistic as far as a wing goes. This is printed nicely. Again, it's not a decal, so that's great. No detail, no paint there, but still, it's molded in nicely. The stripe looks nice. The black printing around the window surround looks good. Oh, there's a roll cage in there, but we'll get to the interior later. So the stripe here is nice. Sadly, a little paint rash, I think, is developing on the foot of this thing. So this is like a 6-year-old model. Got a little paint rash, even on a metallic white, so that's not good. This is nicely printed. Very good. Tiny indication of the wiper blades. Being a race car, they should be really low. I'm surprised they even show at all. Emergency cutoff indication. This is nicely printed as well. I think they printed the black first and then the green around it. Yeah, it must be. But anyways, the vents here are blanked off. It's too bad. Would have been nice to have some molded in like ribs or something like that. Maybe not, actually, because if the radiator is vertical, I'm not sure how the radiator is mounted in this thing, so maybe I shouldn't say anything about that. Okay, so the front end, we got some nice plastic headlights. Interesting. The little black dot I see in there must be like the plastic entering the body. Okay, nice legibility on the sponsorship. Ribbed, looks good. More texture here, looks good. No texture here though, but maybe that's just an open gap, right? This is, actually, that is dimensional. I think the pick does go in there. Alright, so what about the bottom here? I guess that's what a race car bottom looks like. Generally flat, kicks up at the back, creates downforce. These are really thin, these veins, so that's pretty impressive. It's nice to see that it's screwed together, so if you want to do a wheel swap or something, although I'm not sure why you would, these are very accurate wheels. So racing slicks makes sense. What seems a little odd though, I'm pretty sure this must have a wider rear tire than the front. So Kyosho got a little lazy. Usually they do stagger their wheels. Like even older collections, they have staggered rear wheels, but for some reason this looks like the same wheel as that. So that's too bad. But I guess, you know, from the side view, even the 3/4 view would be pretty hard to tell, I guess, because it's all so dark under there, such a low car. Is there an exhaust pipe on this side? Yes, there is. Alright. Oh, and also this fuel filler here. That's really nicely done. I mean, it's deep molded details, painted, and then it's got black paint in the middle. And then the window surrounds here look pretty good as well, the side windows. Alright, so, and then these depressions again I think are the quick release pop-up latches, probably those two. Bentley logo there. Okay, so we'll look at the interior. I mean, it's a blister pack, so I'm pretty sure it's just going to be all black plastic. There won't be anything else in there most likely, but ooh, it's hard to see in such shallow windows. Steering wheel, center console. Let's try to go from this side. Boy, sorry, I can't really show much more. I can't. The window is just too shallow. But from the back, yeah, you can see there's a cross brace of a cage in there. Let's try from the front. Yeah. And then the Bentley there is blocking the view inside as well, but there actually are 2 race seats on this one. I would have thought this would only have 1 racing seat, but it looks like 2 to me. Really high seat backs and really high side bolsters for, I think those are bolsters maybe for the helmet, not your shoulders. I could be wrong though. Okay, well anyways, I guess if you really wanted to, you could just unscrew it and take a look at the inside, but I'm pretty sure being a race car, it's, well, actually that's not true. I was going to say it's black, but no, if you look at those photos, it's all white inside. The roll cage is white. So, this is another case for Kyosho. It'd be nice if they just bought some other plastic color to mold a different color interior. In this case, white would have been nice. Okay, well anyways, it's a great model. I like it. Tiny problem on the roof there with the paint, but I'm still happy I got this in the collection. Let's get this on the spin thing and compare it to those MiniGTs. First one, MiniGT road car. This GT3 was developed, I guess, at the same time or similar time as the latest Continental there. Okay, but really we want to see this. Ew, it's different. I never really paid attention to it much, but yeah, MiniGT made a totally different GT3, because you can clearly see the additional vents on the front hood, well, the fenders, the chin spoiler is totally different. So, and then there's like a James Bond escape hatch there. The mirrors are different. So, yeah, the side cut is totally different behind the, you know, the wheel exhaust vent there, the back pressure vent. So, okay, well, I did not know that. I just kind of assumed there was only one GT3, but okay, yeah, now I'm realizing I'm wrong. This must be an earlier generation of Continental, because, you know, the taillights are totally different. This is the latest Continental GT, and it has these oval tail lamps, right? So MiniGT has the latest GT3, whereas this must be a generation before. Maybe it's the 3rd generation. And okay, well, I'm always learning. I'm always making mistakes, but making mistakes and embarrassment is a really good way to learn. So anyways, that's a pleasant surprise that I actually have 2 totally different Continental GTs. I thought I was going to have, you know, one good one and one less good one, but now I just have 2 good ones, but they're totally different, so I'm very happy. Very cool, very cool. So sometimes you get these nice surprises collecting these diecast cars. Well, anyways, I guess if you like Bentleys, you might want to pick up either of these. They're both nice models. I'm pretty happy with both of them. So keep on collecting, guys. We'll see you in the next one.